I am not a licensed professional. I don't claim to be a licensed professional. What I am is a country boy that grew up on a farm out in a rural area, and I couldn't take everything that I had to someone else to do. So I did a lot of stuff myself, and I still do. So what I give you is life experience. I'm not telling you anything that I knowingly knows breaks any laws, but you do the research and decide if it's legal or if it's safe for you. Now what I'm going to tell you today is purely for entertainment purposes. You choose to do with this information what you will. What I'm going to show you today is how to take a 1-pound propane bottle and take this adapter right here, which I will link in the bottom, and it's available on TikTok Shop, and I'm going to refill this cylinder right here to show you how it's done. Now this cylinder is approved for refilling. It has a DOT number down here in the bottom, so this cylinder can be refilled legally. But now listen, I'm going to go ahead and tell you on the label it says do not refill unless you're professional or something to that effect. Okay, there again, they're just covering themselves. Okay, it's basically on everything we do in America. Everybody's trying to cover themselves because we're in a sue happy world. Okay, but this is the cylinder here that is legal to transport. This cylinder here is what most people's used to, and you can pick this up at Walmart or any hardware store. This cylinder says non-refillable on it, and you can get up to a $500,000 fine for refilling this and transporting it on the highway. I have not been able to find any rules that says you can't refill it and keep it at your house, but it does say non-refillable, so you refill at your own risk. Okay, now what's the difference in these two? Structurally or size wise, I can't tell any difference. Okay, they look like identical bottles. The only difference is there is a overfill valve or an indicator valve really on the top of this that shows you or allows you to see when this thing is 80% full. That's key. It also has the DOT number at the bottom. That's important if you're going to transport it. Okay, but the danger in these is overfilling them. This bottle has a way to tell if you're at a full level. The other one doesn't have that, so you have to weigh it. That's the key differences there. Again, you choose what you do. Okay, I'm just going to show you how you can get this adapter and you can refill a 1 propane bottle. To start this process, you simply take the adapter and you screw it on the bottle. Get it snug. Okay, you're done with that part. And we're going to weigh this bottle before we fill it, and it comes up at 1 pound 6 ounces. So when we fill it, it's a 1 pound bottle. It should be about 2 pounds and 6 ounces to be completely full. Next, you're going to take your 1 pound propane bottle, being careful not to cross thread it. You're going to screw it in to your adapter all the way till it stops. Next, you're going to make sure this valve is shut, and then you're going to reach in and you're going to open the valve slowly on the tank, making sure that you're not hearing or seeing or feeling any leaks. Okay, now because this bottle has never been filled, I'm going to do an air purge. You don't want regular air. You don't want oxygen and moisture in your tank. So what I'll do is I'll put a little in and then I'll bleed it out. So to do that, I'll open the valve. I'll hear it going in. It's a pretty faint sound. Put a little in, and then I'll close it back. At this point, I'm going to put on gloves because this adapter does blow a little bit of gas out and it's cold, so you want to protect your hands from the cold. There is a small Allen nut head right here on the side of this, and it could be positioned differently according to where the bottle stopped when you were tightening it up. This is the release to allow gas to escape. Okay, so we're going to open it. And you can hear the gas is coming back out. Now I'm gonna let that completely come out. Now the gas has stopped. I can no longer hear it escaping. I'm gonna just snug that back down, okay? I'm gonna just leave that Allen wrench in there. Now, it goes without saying that you don't want to be smoking or have an ignition source around this when you do it. You will release flammable gas here when you're filling with this adapter, so be smarter than that, okay? Now we're gonna continue. Now we're gonna fill this bottle. We're gonna reach here and we're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna let it fill until I can tell it slows down before I open the bleed off valve or the purge valve. Whenever I open that, I hear the flow into the bottle increase, and then it'll slow back down. Lower that pressure back a little bit. You can leave it open. Doing it this way just minimizes how much gas you lose during the process. Okay, you can see at this point it's starting to shoot quite a bit of liquid. So we're gonna shut this off, reach in and close the valve, and you're done. Now, we're gonna take this loose here now and weigh it and see if we've got our 1 pound. Now we're gonna turn the scales back on here. We're gonna weigh it. And it is at 2.06.6, exactly 1 pound from what the empty bottle was. Exactly 1 pound. So that's what the little relief valve does for you. It allows you to see when the bottle is full, and that prevents you from overfilling it. Now again, this is a refillable bottle with a DOT number on it. You can legally haul this up and down the road. Still read the label, don't take my advice. You do what you feel comfortable doing. Now, if you still decide to fill this bottle, okay, after reading the label, you understand that I'm not recommending doing this, but you decide to do it, I want to give you a couple of tips that will increase the safety of doing that, okay? The biggest issue with this bottle is you don't know when it's full. However, if you're screwing this bottle in and you're just filling it with this without any relief, like this one has a relief valve on it, it will never get full. You'll be good to get about half full on it, okay? There's a couple of techniques people use to get it on full. One is, and the simplest is, they'll put it in the freezer and cool it down, okay? Because it's cooler, the pressure is lower inside. That allows more transfer because this has a higher temperature, therefore a higher pressure in it, okay? You can also, once you fill it up, or you know, if it's not completely full, weigh it to be safe. You can do that again, stick it in the freezer, chill it, and then do it again. The key thing is weigh it when you're done. Make sure that you're not putting over 1 pound in this, okay? The other thing that some people do is there is a little bleeder valve on top of this. You can get needle nose pliers, you pull up on this, it will vent the gas out and allow you to put more in there. However, that allows you to overfill this bottle pretty quick, so be very careful doing that. Make sure you have the scales so that you know you're not putting more than 1 pound in here. If you put more than 1 pound in here, then bleed some of it off before you put it in the storage. And if you refill this, do not go up and down the highway. It's potentially a $500,000 fine, okay? Again, this valve here allows you to do this. The savings long term, if you use very many of these bottles at all, it pays for itself really quick. A lot of people are throwing these into the landfills, and if you want to be more sustainable, you can get the refill bottle there, the refillable bottle there, and both this adapter and this refillable bottle I'll have in my showcase. I'm going to do a video also just highlighting the refillable bottle and not so much the adapter, so you can go look for that as well to see the clickable link, or go to my showcase. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the comments, even the negative ones. We all are learning, but let's just be safe out there. You make your own decisions. Don't blame anyone else for your decisions, and you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.